Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I've created a brown smoky eye. I feel like it's a better alternative if you're a beginner than a standard black smoky eye. I'm not going to keep my intro a million years long like I always do in my other ones for some reason. So if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush and then I'm going to take the shade Trance. I'm going to take the shade Trance and I'm going to use this as my transition shade, so I'm just going to buff this all throughout the crease. And I'm going to do circular motions instead of windscreen wiper motions, just because I feel like that blends it out a lot easier. And I'm just going to keep building that colour up. And I'm going to keep this the shape of the eye as well instead of winging it out, just because I feel like this type of look suits my eye shape a lot better when it's kept to the natural shape. And then I'm going to take a Morphe M167, it's just like a flat shader brush. I'm going to pick up the shade The OG and then I'm just going to sort of pat and swipe this on my lid, just so I get the best colour payoff. And then I'm just going to stop just under where the crease is. And then I'm just going to build up the intensity of this colour. So I'm going to take that first brush, which is the Morphe M441 that's got no extra product on it, and I'm just going to lightly buff out the edges of that shade on the lid. And then I'm going to go back in with that lid shade and I'm going to pack the colour on again. And then with a Morphe M433 I'm going to take the shade Savage, and then just in between the lid shade and the transition shade I'm going to blend this colour, just so it sort of melts the two together. And I'm doing this with light pressure as well, I'm not pressing hard. And then to darken up the lid space some more, I'm going to take the shade Domination and then I'm just going to pack that on where we put the first lid shade. Then I'm going to take a clean M433, this has got no extra product on it, and I'm just going to blend the edge of that shade out. I'm going to take the Eyeko Black Magic Mascara and then I'm just going to coat my top lashes. So for my foundation today I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. This is a little bit too dark for me though, so I have mixed in my regular one, which is the NYX Cant Stop Won't Stop Foundation. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face. And then I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. And then for concealer I'm going to use the L'Oreal More Than Infallible concealer in the shade Vanilla. So I've just put that everywhere where I'd normally highlight, and then I'm just going to blend it out with my sponge. So to set all of that in place, I'm going to take the Beauty by Bakerie translucent powder. I look at this like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? Yeah, I know what it is, I use it all the time. And I'm just going to take some of that in the cap. And then I'm going to look up and just blend out any creases that I might have from my concealer. And then I'm going to take some of that on the sponge and then put a little bit of it on the back of my hand just so there's not so much on the sponge. And then I'm going to set underneath my eyes with it. I always feel like if I don't put a little bit on the back of my hand first, and I put it directly underneath my eyes. My eyes just look really, really cakey and really wrinkly. And then whatever's left on the sponge, I'm just going to put it everywhere else. I put that concealer. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm just going to put this everywhere I didn't put the other powder. I was going to say concealer, but I'm going to put this everywhere I didn't put the other powder. And then I'm going to drag it down the neck as well to set that foundation that I put there earlier. So I'm just going to do underneath my eyes really quickly. I'm just going to take the shade Savage, and then I'm just going to run this underneath my lower lash line with a Morphe M433. And I'm just going to keep it really close to the lash line. And then I'm going to pick up the shade Domination on a Morphe M506. And I'm just going to blend out the shade Savage with this. But again, keep it really close to the lash line. I'm going to take the Morphe M441 with the shade Trance on it, and I'm just going to blend out all those colours together, and then I'm going to sort of connect it where the edge of the eyeshadow is on top, just so that it all blends together. Then I'm going to take a brown eye pencil. This is the Essence eye pencil in the shade Teddy, and I'm just going to put this in my waterline. And then I'm going to pop on some of that same mascara that we were using before. So for my eyelashes today, I'm going to use these by i.lash. They're on Instagram. I will leave their username in the description below. I do also have a discount code for these. It's rhiainhudson. So these are what the eyelashes look like. And I just think they're so stunning and so fluffy, and they're really, really cute and glamorous. So I think the ones I'm going to take today is Mia More, which is the ones on the bottom. And I'm actually going to use the lash adhesive that she sent with them, as well as the eyelash tweezers. They're not tweezers. So I've just trimmed the end of the lashes, and then I'm going to apply the lash glue now. And with this lash glue, it's actually got a wand with it, so it's really easy to just go ahead and brush it on the lash band. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I'm going to leave the lashes about 40 seconds to sit, and then I'm going to put them on. So now that the eyelashes are on and they're drying, I'm going to use some bronzer. This is the Nars Laguna bronzer, and I'm going to use that on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JHO2 brush. And then I'm just going to lightly bronze the cheekbones. But I'm not going to go in with too much bronzer, just because I feel like I want more blush today. And then the jawline and the neck as well. And then for blush, I'm going to use the same blush that I always do. This is the Revolution Blusher Reloaded in Rhubarb and Custard. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JHO4 brush, and then I'm just going to focus that right on top of the bronzer, and then just bring it back. And then for my highlight, I'm using the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in Opal. I'm just going to take that on a fan brush and then just lightly dust it everywhere where I'd normally put it. And just everywhere where the light hits my face. And then I'm also just going to take a tiny detail brush. This is from Morphe, it's the M213. I'm going to put that on my inner corner. And then I'm going to put it on my brow bone as well. And then the last thing that's left to do is lips. So I'm going to take the Clinique Pop in Bear Pop. And I'm just going to apply this onto my lips. And then I'm going to use the Maybelline matte lipstick in Purely Nude, and I'm just going to dab that more in the centre. And then I'm just going to blend those together with my fingers. And then to top that off, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. And then that is the finished result. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!